Okay, turn 14, January 43. It's been a little bit busy, but not totally crazy. Let's see what happened. The Germans took over the Netherlands from the British. They took over Macedonia and Thessaly, I believe. The British gained themselves a free cruiser that they'd moved into there from that, and a free infantry. The British took this over, and then the Italians took it back, and that's where we sit. The British did take these two. Just a quick walk over with a transport. Vichy took this from the Free French, so the Free French only make a buck now, and Vichy's up to 6. Spain, we had some action up here. We took over in a single infantry, and they got their recruitment roll, and they got Lend-Leased and infantry from the Germans. So the Lend-Lease arrived, recruitment roll got placed there. Alright, what else is going on? Maybe that will finally end next turn if they can all finally pile in there and finish it. That war's been going on for forever. The French got Lend-Leased a transport by the Americans this turn. The Free French, sorry. The Americans started moving their potential invasion fleet of 5 Marines and a dude, and most of their fleet. They built some of these transports and infantry to load on them next turn. I think another turn with 3 more transports, and I can almost set up a shuck. I think I might need a total of 12 to get 3 delivering a turn with 6 units. Once I got that set up, we'll figure out where we're going to land. What else do we have? That's about it. Oh, Russia finally managed to get Istanbul. They amphibious assaulted and air attacked and all that fun stuff, but they did get it. There's quite a few units in there. They lost quite a few themselves. I believe they lost 4 or 5 units of their own in the process, so it was expensive. Failed convoy. Successful convoy by Australia for 4 off the Japanese. Failed convoy by the Americans, and coastal sub that got taken out by Cap. Alright. The Americans didn't move any of these forces, but they did upgrade the base here, so they now get the movement bonus, so everything can move 3 from here, which means the transports and battleships can reach the Philippines from this location. That may be an interesting next step. We'll see. These ships are all located here. I didn't bother putting them on a card because I don't know where they're going, so, but they're all in here. And this stuff's all on the land. So that's where we sit. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the major actions. Since everybody's already actively in the war against each other, there's not too much really amazing stuff happening all at once here. So let's just move over here to the I don't know why it always looks tall enough when I'm on the other side. Alright, I believe the Russians got these 2, advanced artillery and heavy armor, and they kind of flubbed everything else. Italy moved forward long-range aircraft. The Americans finished this off, and I think Germany finished this, and so did Japan. Britain moved forward, and I'm not sure if the Americans did. They also started heavy battleships for the Americans. And more or less, there's not much else going on that tech sheet. A whole lot of rolls and misses. Now let's get into the real nitty-gritty, because things are getting really weird. Alright, so the Americans are at 64. The Russians are at 59. The Germans are over here at 50. But if you add in all the German bonuses and whatever, they're up to 60, and then you give them they fluked out and got a pretty good recruitment roll, so they're actually making close to what the Americans show on the sheet. Japan's somewhere around Russia. Britain is where it is. It doesn't get much for a bonus. There's no bonus available here. These guys are unchanged. The Italians lost 3 to the British, just gobbling up their loose change. And good on them, because why wouldn't you? Vichy's moved up to 6. The Dutch are down to 1, and so is Free France. So that's where we sit. So that is the conclusion of the 14th turn. The next turn will be July 43. And we'll see what happens then. Alright, enjoy. I will have a supplemental video as well. This is just a quick rundown on the basics. Not too much happened. People are building stuff, non-combat moving. I'm not going to bother showing you all that stuff. It's not super consequential, so I apologize if I'm not showing everything. I believe the British did this turn. Rail. They've connected Egypt. Actually, they've connected to Europe through Turkey, but that would go through the Russians and the Germans. But they've connected their factory down here to eastern Egypt, so they can literally rail 1 unit up and down this every turn, in addition to normal movement. All right, I don't mean to get you seasick here, so I'm going to shut her off.